Raquel Welch called herself a yogi a few weeks ago on the Today Show. Best-selling ageless author Suzanne Summers has taken up yoga to stave off the ravages of time. And Jennifer Aniston confessed on Oprah that yoga was the therapy that helped her through her split with the pit. We all know that stress accelerates the aging process and can kill us. If you're serious about anti-aging, try the upside-down poses of yoga, known as inversions. Let's begin by moving into a partial inversion. Standing upright, take the tips of your fingers onto the head of your arm bones. Roll the arm bones back to feel your chest open. Feel your shoulder blades connecting into your back ribs. Keep your chest open and take your hands to your waist. Take another inhalation, and as you exhale, fold over from your thigh creases, keeping your chest open as you fold over. Take your hands to the floor and walk your legs wide apart in a straddle pose. Feel free to keep your knees bent if your lower back or hamstrings feel strained. Otherwise, straighten your legs. Turn your toes in slightly so your feet look slightly pigeon-toed. Place your hands on the ankles. Inhale and straighten your arms. Send your hips backward and your breastbone forward. Exhale and bend your elbows to the side walls and let the crown of your head release toward the floor. If your head touches the floor, gently press the crown of your head down. If your head does not touch the floor, soften through the sides of your neck and let your head hang heavy. Breathe deeply as you hold this pose. This is an inversion pose. When the head is below the heart, as in this pose, the brain is fed with blood and oxygen, and the heart can get a well-deserved rest. After 5 breaths, walk your feet several inches closer. Place your hands on your waist. Press down into your feet strongly as you exhale, and then inhale and lift your torso up. Walk your feet hip distance apart. Take your hands into prayer pose in front of your heart and feel the after effects of the brain being bathed in oxygenated blood. It's possible you may feel slightly dizzy, especially if it's your first time inverting. Breathe deep, and in a few moments, the dizziness will pass. You can do a similar but less intense version of this pose seated in a chair with your legs spread wide in a straddle. Press your sitting bones down into the chair seat. Press your feet strongly into the floor, and as you exhale, fold your torso over at your thigh creases. Practicing balance is important as we get older. It will develop a graceful presence and keep us from tripping and falling over our own feet. We can couple a balancing practice with an inversion practice in standing head-to-knee pose. Stand with your feet together and then step your right foot forward about 3 feet. Pivot your back foot so that your toes are angled forward to 10 o'clock. Place your hands on your hips and square both of your hips forward as precisely as possible. To do this, your left hip will need to come forward and your right hip will need to drop back. Keeping your hands on your hips, inhale and then fold over your legs from your thigh creases, taking your hands to the floor and aiming your forehead toward your front knee. If your forehead doesn't make it, no problem. Just let the neck soften and the head hang. Be sure there is no tension in your shoulders. Breathe deeply for a few breaths, then press strongly down into your feet and lift your torso up. When you are finished with your inversion practice, be sure to rest on your back for at least 5 minutes. Deep relaxation pose relaxes the central and peripheral nervous system and normalizes your blood pressure.